All right. So I didn't think of doing a stream, but I figured why not? Uh, did some requests, upload some videos, and I have some more to do, but I figured I would just take a break, have a bit of this mellow yellow, and see what happens for an hour or two, and we'll see what happens, as they say. Hey, Broad Stipe, hope you're doing well. You're the first in here. How is it going, man? How is it doing? Were, am, you doing? If you still want to send a request for like House of Wax or something, you feel free. I'm getting a little bit caught up, but that's up to you. Getting a little bit more caught up. Have some video game requests coming that I'll be doing, recording, uploading. Two video games, actually. Batman Arkham Knight, and then a PlayStation 3 Born Conspiracy, which I never knew there was a Born Identity video game, but I will be playing it thanks to a generous donation, so that'll be cool. But I have a lot of stuff recorded. There'll be about 3 or so videos per day. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 videos ready to publish. 20 videos. So I'm just not going to put them all at the same time because that would be even me overzealous. But that's why I don't space them out about 3 a day. Goblins, hello there. How are you doing, man? How's it going? This is sort of a spur of the moment. How are you doing? Yeah, I know it's on the timer thing is about 20 seconds. Ever since that weird thing where that guy kept spamming like the same thing over and over again, I had to do that. Hey Cam, how are you doing as well? As for if there's going to be any guests, none as far as I know. I know Uncle Bill from Dev Pit, he was going to do a video stream tonight on his channel, but his computer completely is died on him. Hey Peter Freakout, how are you doing, man? I already showed the hard target steelbook, so I can't show that again unless people want me to show it again. I got right there the hard target limited edition steelbook. But I already showed that in the last stream, so don't really have much else to show people. Show my dick, but I doubt YouTube would want that, and you don't want to see that, so I'll show this Bell Yellow can. Does it open and take a drink? You doing a let's play on your channel? If so, I have to give that a look. I haven't played that game yet, so I don't want to spoil myself. But once I do, I definitely want to give that a look. Sam Crow, hey, watching Monday Night Raw right now. This is definitely better though. Thank you. Yeah, I never know what to call the stream, so I'm like, it's Monday. It's not. What can I call it? I'll call it Monday Night Raw right now. I'm usually raw and uncut anyway, so there you go. But I don't really watch wrestling anymore. The only wrestling I know is the podcast that people say what happened. But I don't ever watch the show anymore. Oh, you don't have to add out you self dying, Peter Freak out. That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun is dying. You saw Lockout for the first time. I could have told you it was disappointing, Broad Stipe. I reviewed that when it came out. I don't even know if the review's still up though. That was so long ago. But even when it came out, I thought that film sucked. Guy Pearce was good. He deserved a much better movie, though. It was just a lazy ripoff of Steve from New York. Listen to Jim Cornette. Yeah, honestly, I listen to that more than watch the wrestling. I don't watch wrestling, but yeah, Jim Cornette is pretty funny. I don't know what happened between him and Matt Hardy. Apparently, something happened. There's a clip I listened to, something about they were blamed for losing costing someone $30 million. I don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, Lockout was a Guy Pearce movie where he went to the space station to rescue was the president's daughter. So it's like a crack version of Steve from LA. And yes, Steve from LA is a lot better than Lockout. Never seen the Infernal Machine, so can't tell anything about it. The only one I know of that is Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, which I never played that game, but I know it exists. Special K. Is that the cereal? Or is that like a drug? Special ketamine. I don't take ketamine. Tam, I like both, but I prefer Kiefer. Mainly for stuff like The Lost Boys, Phone Booth. But Donald Sutherland is good as well, especially in films like Lockup. But I would say Kiefer. I'm sure there's a box set of 24. Maybe one day I'll hit that up and give that show a look. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray set of it, but I'm sure there's probably like a DVD set of it. Maybe one day. Kiefer's been in more films, has he? Yeah, maybe. I mean, Dallas Sutherland's been in a lot too, from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, JFK, Bat Draft, Lock Up, a lot. K for Kyle, cool. I could say Special K. Some people don't want their actual names known, so I don't. That's cool. In the middle of season 4, 24. That's cool. So you've seen the whole show before? You've seen the whole show? Hey, Frame by Frame, I did record the review for The Idol episode 3. That will be uploaded, I would say, probably maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, thank you, Psycho Hobo. Thank you, man. I appreciate the super chat. And for those who don't know, with super chats, I do take longer to answer because it's the least I could do. Because if someone's paying, the least I could do is take a little bit more time with that question. How would the Predator have been if Van Damme was the Predator? It would have been crappy because it was a terrible design. It was a bug insect mantis design that would have been laughable and would have been laughed off the screen. You'd have this buildup of this invisible enemy, this cloaked enemy, and then the review would be like a low budget B movie. And maybe that works if it was a film like DNA, Mark Dacascos film, but not for a film with Arnold and all these other people and the way it's directed and the score. It wouldn't be. It's not an intimidating design. It's not a scary design. Again, it's a maybe works for a fun B movie, low budget film, but not for Arnold and a big budget summer movie. So Van Damme being in the suit would not have mattered. It's the design of the suit that was garbage. And didn't it shoot like a net as well? Like there's a behind the scenes where holding a weapon and shoots a net, which is funny because the Predator does not shoot a net until Predator 2. So I don't know if the original Predator was supposed to have a net gun or they just took that out and then they had the shoulder cannon. I don't know because I didn't. If you've seen the effect shot, it has like a net gun thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. In the movie, he has a net in part 2. But yeah, the design, it would have been catastrophe. It would have been disastrous. Absolutely a fucking disaster. So thank God Stan Winston got in to redesign and make it the iconic creature it's known now. Mandibles, the face structure, everything in between. Okay then, Simco, thank you. Ooh. But yeah, it would have been absolutely disastrous. Disastrous. How would I rate the show, the series? 0. I mean, what is there to praise? The Idol. Clerks 3 is worse because it kills off Dante. Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, man? I thought your internet was shit. You want to come on here to see if your internet works? That would be hilarious if you came on here and the internet worked for you tonight. You can if you want. I could send you the link, but that would be hilarious. Like when you want it to work, it doesn't work. But then when it's on here, your computer died. Ah, okay. Damn. So are you on your phone to go in the chat? Are you on your phone? Ah, okay. The computer died. I see. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Um, yeah, I don't know how long you had that computer. Might have been for a while. Yeah, I mean, my computer hasn't died. It's just the internet is sadly internet, so I always have to do it by the phone. Um, that's why I asked the other night, can you do it on your phone? But you said no, it doesn't work that way on your phone. So that's too bad, man. Are we doing Street Fighter? How do we do Street Fighter? You have no computer. Well, I mean, it's Street Fighter, so it's like don't have to watch the shit. There's a big Psycho 4K box set. Um, nah, I don't need to get that. I kind of like all four movies to an extent, but my favorite is Psycho 2, and I don't need that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm fine with the DVDs of Psycho 2 I have. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even know that was a thing, but good luck with that, man, Uncle Bill. Hey, Jeremy, hope you're doing well. Alter Ego, hello there. The Shield I never saw. Well, I'm sure you saw this, but I'll show this again for Uncle Bill since he's a Van Damme fan. But you probably already saw this. This is the steelbook of Hard Target. And for those who didn't see it, got this in the other day. I guess it's limited to 2,000. It says there, which I like the gloss on there. And then it has lobby cards. It has a poster. It has a booklet, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a 4K. I don't think it's the. It did look a little bit better than the Kino, but at the same time, I mean, I'm no expert, so some people may say it looks the same, you dumb shit. And this is the steelbook itself, and that looks really nice. It's got the dog tag on the back. Um, the letters pop out, which is nice to see. Hi there, Night Living Dude. By the way, thank you for the recent comments. Your kind comments, man. And then here's the 4K. The reason this is a DVD-R is it was Hard Target 2, and I threw it out, so I put my fan cut in there because that's more worth a shit than Hard Target 2 with Scott Adkins. I didn't break it. I'm still waiting for the day someone pays me to break it on camera, and then they'll piss off Stuntman Mark. He'll be like, no! But, yeah, that's the Steelbook. Yeah, I rarely do that, but it's one of my favorites. So there's the back, there's the side, and it was a Zavi. And I ordered this from it's weird to say a local store, but Atomic Movie Store is what it's called. I don't know. I just like supporting small time people. The Atomic Movie Store. I kept saying cafe, but it's the Atomic Movie Store. Uh, the reason I looked into that is also they're going to have the Bloodsport 4K for like $50 in like August. about 50, 55, which is a lot, I know, but I don't know. I rarely spend money, and it's like the 4K steelbook. It's got the features on there, and overseas it's like $100. I'm not paying that shit. So maybe in August I'll get that. Maybe. But again, it's the Atomic Movie Store, because they're in Kansas, and this took like 2 days, and it was free shipping. It was free shipping. It took 2 days, so that's why I did it too. So, and the guy was nice. I messaged him. He messaged back within the day, so it seemed like a cool guy. So, if that's the case, I'd rather deal with them than Scream Factory or some other bullshit. But sorry about that. Dolph Gold does. I've never read Tom Sawyer. I know of the stories. Yes, it is a 4K. Yeah, the picture quality looks. It seemed like it looked a bit better than Kino. I mean, the best edition. Like the problem with this, it has no features. So definitely keep your Tino Lorber set, because this has no features. And if this put features, and if it put the work print on there, then this would be the perfect set to get. But as it is, it's more about the packaging on that, and in Tino Lorber, it's more about the extra features. If you want extra features, get the Tino Lorber set. If you want the packaging and maybe a little bit better sound and picture, then this is one to get. But hey there, Ryan. Uh, Film Fanatic Commentaries. Hello there. I love Split Second. Split Second. I love that film. We need big fucking guns. Rutger Hauer is addicted to chocolate, and he's addicted to caffeine and cigarettes. And you have that guy Duncan. We need big fucking guns. I don't think this thing thinks it's Satan. I think it is Satan. Well, then Satan is a deep shit. Yeah, I have the Blu-ray right here from MVD right there on. I'll get it. Why not? It's right here. I know the guy MVD. I saw an interview, and he said that if he can find the original material, he wants to do a 4K of it. I know his dream. Funny enough, his Uncle Bill, you mentioned Kickboxer the other day. His MVD, his dream get is Kickboxer, so he is looking for it. Whether he'll get it, I don't know, but he's looking for Kickboxer. He is looking for the film. Well, I guess I could show these two. I got these two as well. Why not? I rarely get stuff, because I get stuff I actually want. I don't get shit to go, this film sucks ass, but it looks good. I don't give a shit if I never watch it. Print out a picture from your fucking printer if you think it looks good. It'll be a lot cheaper. I got this for free because someone was cleaning out a house and they left this. So this is out of print. So the fact this is for free is cool. And I like this film. This has one of the best casts. Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon, Tom Lee Jones, Gary Oldman, Michael Rooker, Sissy Spacek, Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, Donald Sutherland, Joe Pesci. One of the best things there. And then there's Split Second, which that's a cool design. A commentary. The film's like 3 hours long. I like the film, but yeah, this is a great cover too. I love this cover. But I mean, I grew up with this cover, which that's Venom. It's a fuckload better than both of the Venom movies. But yeah, I do love this film. It's sad Rutger Hauer was too sick to do an interview though. But yeah, I do love this film. I grew up with this movie. There's not a lot of action, to be fair, so I understand people complain about that. But thank you, Arcade. Thanks for stopping by. Let me see on the chat. Sorry about this. I love I Come in Peace. I have that. Social media platform threads. I don't know what that means. James Lee Curtis. I don't know. Maybe she should stop posting pictures of babies stuck in tubs on Instagrams. I always respect any company that actually tries to restore the original 35 millimeter negative. Yeah, I agree. So we're not talking Street Factory then. Uh, oh, and the last thing I got this before it ran out, before it got out of print. It has its flaws, but this is a B movie I do like. It's called Blue Monkey, but I flipped it to this cover because this cover is better. Because this is the cover of Blue Monkey, and it's just like, I don't know, looking like a guy had an orgasm. He had an orgasm, I don't know. Maybe he's like Brian Townsend Friday Night 2. He ate too many bugs and had an orgasm from it. I don't know. And it doesn't help that they put the thing there so it looks like a dick coming out of his mouth. A Blue Man Group dick. It's a Smurf dick. It's a Smurf dick coming out of his mouth. How did he know? Why is a Smurf dick coming out of his mouth? Maybe it's a Robot Chicken parody. But I actually like this cover better. It's more of a blase title, but it's a Killer Bud movie, and it's got Steve Railsback, who's in Life Force, and the X Files is Dwayne Barry. You can barely see it, but he's there. But I like Steve Railsback. He's the star. It takes place in a hospital. It's an infection movie, but there's a big bug. You know, it's practical effects. But I, it's not a classic or anything, but I do like Blue Monkey, also known as this. Again, this is a better cover. And this is from Code Red, so I don't know how long Code Red will be around because that guy died, the owner, Bill Olson. So I don't know if all their stuff got bought by Tino Lorber, but yeah, I got this because it was $15, and this might go out of print one day. And I like the film. I bought it to sell it. No, I bought it because I like the fucking movie. I actually like these fucking movies. I know it's a weird concept, but I want to buy shit that I actually like. You're right. Surviving the game is better than Hard Target 2. Screen Factory shits out generic 4Ks. Now they'll all look dark as hell. Kilo Wilbur got most of their stuff. I see. I guess that makes sense because there's a low budget film called The Strangeness, which is people investigating a cave and there's like a monster, stop motion animation monster. Yeah, it's called The Strangeness. I got that from Kino Lorber. I'm like, wait, this is Code Red. So that makes sense then. So again, I don't know when it'll be out of print, so get it now. That's the thing, get it now. Oh, by the way, for those like me who like the film Leviathan, apparently the people in Italy will not fucking give them, won't answer them back, so they will use the interpositive. I just found out the interpositive, and in order to do the 4K, which okay, Kino Lorber, at least there's an answer. The hell there, Julie? You watching Island? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Uh, Gunman production? Nope. Did you hear about the Jonah Hill allegations? What, he's fat again? QJC, hello there. Uh, the Surviving movie with Tommy Lee Jones? I don't know what that is. The Surviving movie. Old age? I don't know what that means. What is your favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I guess the first. That's really the only one I remember. Yeah, Kino Lorber announced a 4K over a year ago of this film, but there's been no word on it because what the fuck? The Italy, I guess for some reason the print is in Italy and they won't release it. Oh, really? The Hunted? I love The Hunted. I think that's a really good film. So agree to disagree. That's my favorite William Friedkin film, honestly. Because what that film is, it's the novel version of First Blood. If Tom Lee Jones is Richard Crenna, and the First Blood novel was Rambo killing people and being crazy, like Benicio del Toro's character. He's going crazy, killing people with a knife, and Richard Crenna, I mean Tom Lee Jones, goes in to stop him. So I really like that movie. I did. That's actually my favorite William Friedkin film because I saw it in the theater, had a good time with it. No, I'm not watching WWE Raw live. No, I don't watch wrestling anymore. Well, First Blood is better than The Hunted. Yes, I never said it was better, but I like The Hunted. So I disagree, man. I don't think it's boring. No, I've never played Shaq Fu. Soul Survivors. Yeah, I saw that. It's a shitty version of Jacob's Ladder. Yeah, William Friedkin. You know what? I like some of the ones that other people don't of his. I love The Hunted, and I like Jade. More so the director's cut, which I think the ending in that is better, but that's only on VHS tape. The one with David Caruso and Michael Bean's in the film. So yeah, The Hunted and Jade I like for William Friedkin. Hello there, Touchstone fan. Deadpool 3, I don't know, it's Disney, so do you trust Disney? I don't. Rampage needs a release. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. Is that one you asked Michael Felcher about? Do you like Spectacular Spider-Man? Yeah, I reviewed the cartoon. It was a paid request. So I'm just reading the chat. Touchstone fan, they bought Fox, so Disney owns Fox. Bruce Pritchard, he's a lying sack of shit who thinks about the company line and rim jobs Vince McMahon in the ass. The Weeknd's acting? What acting? He's a rapper who can't act. He's not intimidating, and he's not scary. He's trying to intimidate, and the guys are like 5 feet taller than him. He's the worst part of that show. Oh, I can't remember what Michael Felcher said. Yeah. You know, one thing I want to ask him about, I don't know how I would ever get to ask him, is his thoughts on, for those who don't know, there's a movie called Moontrap, and I'm a fan of the film. It stars Walter Koenig from Star Trek and Bruce Campbell. That had the worst release I've ever seen of a movie. The color scheme looks completely washed out. It's so DNR. Everyone looks like a Ken doll. The special features are so bad that one interview, 10 seconds of audio is gone. The other interview, there's shit falling in the back. You could hear it, and they still keep it in. Oliver Krekel from overseas is the worst producer. They made Stream Factory look like Gandhi, and he's worse than the Banana Man. May you rest in peace. Oliver Krekel could stab Krekel and pop finger out of his own asshole and stick it in his fucking eye. It's a piece of shit. And Moontrap is one of the worst fucking releases. And I had to find a VHS rip to download and watch it because it was better. So fuck that guy. But I'll just think of that because I found the VHS rip and downloaded it. Thank you, Aragorn. I appreciate it, man. Uh, imagine if Disney made a Marvel versus Capcom movie. Imagine if Disney made a good movie. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be nice. How about Disney make a good movie? Is that against the law now? I think that is against the law now. Yeah. It's a piece of shit. And Disney's a piece of shit. Disney is crap. So no, they would not make a good movie. They can't make it if someone paid them to make Well, people are paying them to make good movies, and they're failing. Bruce Pritchard lies about everything. Where to start? Why do you hate shows like The Idol? It's not a commentary on the changes of celebrities' culture. It's its title should be the misadventures of a dumb slut, a brain dead slut, because that's who the character is. Johnny Depp's daughter plays a brain dead slut that this guy called The Weeknd, who can act, has no charm, has no intimidation factor. I will laugh in his face twice on Tuesday, and there's zero reason why anyone would be part of his cult. I would rather convert to the cult of Urkel or the cult of fucking Duty Hauser MD. He's a piece of shit character who's not charming and sucks ass. Vince Russo, fuck him. He's a dumbass. Hey, bro. Well, we have Monday Night Raw, bro. This is bro. He toes the company line like every time, in my opinion, in my viewpoint. That's why I do not watch much of his stuff. The Idol is a poorly written show, and that's why everyone hates it, because it's a poorly written show. There's no reason to believe that this guy who could not intimidate a Smurf or a Care Bear is somehow, hey, this guy said that your assistant's a piece of shit. Hey, this guy just got your chef fired. I will go along with it. Please spank me with my hairbrush. That's a fucking scene. Oh, spank me with my hairbrush. Shut up, please. If you're not going to write worth a crap, then why should I respect you? Give me a break. At that Kit Kat bar you're smoking. Let me tell you, you're not supposed to smoke the shit. You're supposed to eat it. You're not supposed to stick up your ass. Okay, it's not your finger. It will melt. It will melt in your ass, not in your hands. Just anyway, I'll have a review of the Idol episode 3 for Frame by Frame. Just watch the review, and you'll know why. If you don't, oh well. But anyway, Bob Ross, the painter, yeah, but I'm not really into painting. Frame by frame, yeah. I mean, again, why would anyone care or give a shit about this character? The fact that he's supposed to be this charming, seductive cultist. He could not seduce. He could not get a baby to eat baby food. He could not get Robocop to eat baby food. He could not get a chicken across the road if his ass had the chicken up it. If he literally stuffed the chicken up his ass and walked across, he still couldn't get the chicken across the road. He can't do anything. What would you say was the worst part for Indy 5 and The Flash? The entire movie. Indiana Jones 5, how about, I don't know, Phoebe Waller-Bridge call him an old-ass piece of shit for 2.5 hours? The Flash, I don't know, how about a superhero putting a baby in a microwave to save it? Fido is a crappy TV show that was a paid request. Starred Johnny Depp's daughter and a rapper called The Weeknd. I'm doing okay, Boomstick. How are you doing? But yeah, I mean, it's sad with Uncle Bill. I don't know if you're still on when you were on the other night. You were given these reasons, like number one, number two, and then it cut off and didn't let you finish the damn thing. But definitely love to have a conversation about the flopping of all these movies. I figured that'd be the first topic you brought up because it's a very obvious topic about how all these films are bombing because the movies suck. And because people are tired of agendas being pushed and they're tired of piss poor writing being pushed. And also, back in the day when people made big event movies, It's like any type of research, market research. What's market research? You look at tally at the public and you ask yourself, what do they want to see? What do they want to see? What do they want to experience? What will be a big event or a want or desire to go to the theater? They're not giving people that. Did people have a wanted desire to see a Flash movie? No. Did people have a wanted desire to see Michael Keaton's Batman come back as a sidekick to Ezra Miller, let alone two Ezra Millers? No. Did people want to see an 81-year-old senile Harrison Ford Indiana Jones fumble around like he's got two left-handed shoes on? No. People did not want to see this, so then people did not go to see this. So I mean, it's market research, fatigue. Yeah, Sound of Freedom is doing well for its low budget. It's a movie starring Jim Caviezel about child trafficking. Yes, it's doing better. And Insidious 5 beat it at the box office. So Indiana Jones 5 has the potential to be one of the biggest bombs of all time. Dark Ride movie I haven't seen. I've seen Surviving the Game. It's a good movie. Uh, no, I like Rennie Harlan more than Albert Pio. Oh, thank you, BA. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. I'm curious what you would think about the fact that Grace Randolph, kind of a lefty Hollywood supporting reviewer, said in her last video, The Sound of Freedom should never have been released. Why? What was her reason? What did she say the reason for it not being released? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, what reason would it have to not be released? It's about a series event that is actually happening where people went out to save kids and save kids' lives. That's like saying Commando should not be released. What's Commando? Guy goes in to save his girl. Here, Jim Caviezel and a group of people go out to save some kids. What is the problem? What is the issue? I am confused. Maybe she's upset that her fucking superhero movies that she wants to get payola is they're not doing it well, so I can't get my check. Well, then sorry, work at McDonald's. Nothing wrong with that. I have respect for people in McDonald's because they're working their asses off. So go work there. Unless you fuck up at that job, then you get fired. Dabian, but John Wick 4 is a masterpiece. That's what I've been told. Yeah, I don't understand why Grace Randolph would not want this film. I don't watch her stuff. This is the last time I heard of this lady. It was when Deadpool 1 came out, and she said, I think Deadpool should not be rated R because little kids should be able to see this. What? It was associated with people like Mel Gibson who talked about the. Well, I mean, is he wrong? He's not wrong. Is Mel Gibson wrong? For people in the chat, this is a democracy, right? Let me ask the chat. Is Mel Gibson, what he said there, is he wrong? Whatever you feel about Mel Gibson personally, is he wrong? Is what he said right there about the elite, is he wrong? Is he wrong? I'll ask the chat. Democracy. Bras Type says no. Gary Blow says Mel Gibson's not wrong. Drew Review says nope. Ryan says nope. A Gummin Production says no. Tommy says not wrong. Lord Coswell, Mel spitting fats. Dabian, Mel Gibson's 100% right. Goblins, no. Well, Mel Gibson should have told her that. He's not wrong. Lenny. He's not Ron. Panda. Well, there you go. The majority has it. Miss Grace Randolph. Maybe she's part of the elite. I don't fucking know. I don't watch Grace Randolph. Talk about a fall from grace from her fucking mental head. Legend in her own mind, I guess. Well, there you go. The crowd says it. The majority says it. There you go. All everybody is saying not Ron. He's not Ron. He's not Ron. He's not Ron. Go fucking figure. You see Hollywood, you actually listen to the public. And guess what? Obviously, it's doing big box office because there's a portion of the public that believes in this shit. Go fucking figure. But Grace Randolph's always been an idiot. Again, she's the one that's like, Deadpool should be PG-13. She's an idiot. Heavy Metal Turtles, hello there. Thank you, BA. I appreciate the super chats. Thank you, man. Thank you. I like Night of the Creeps. Tom Atkins is cool. I just don't like the ending of the film. I don't like the ending of Night of the Creeps, but other than that, I do like the movie. But the ending, I'm not big on. Hello there, Josh. Terry Deary Oldman films, The Fifth Element, I do enjoy. He's good in Leon the Professional. Everyone. Oh, no problem. Thank you, BA. She's fake as fuck. Yeah, probably fake titties too. I don't know. I didn't really take a good look at her. Didn't care to. ND5 cost 400 million to make. I hope so. So to be a bigger flop. Hello there, money saving. Hello there, Vito. Sam Crow. Most would say Tremors, but I'll say Leviathan. That's just a personal favorite of mine. I just that's a nostalgic favorite. Both are, but I stepped up more for Leviathan because I just think it's more underrated. Yeah, I don't need these movies of Hollywood today. I'll stick with this shit. I'll stick with this. Back when movies were worth a crap. I'll stick with these. Stick with these. You saw Indy 5, worst of the franchise? Yep, I told you. I told you. I knew. Yep, I told you. Told you. Samuel, I prefer Tony Montana. Touchtone, I'll say Jason X. Horror films, that's cool. Glad you enjoyed it. Call me Becky one more time, six pack. I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them. But yeah, I mean, I'm the only guy on YouTube that would talk about that film, so I'll try to spread my love of that film around. My girlfriend wants to watch Indy 5. I don't know. You could ask for a BJ in the theater. Maybe then you could go. The Indian Leviathan, P. Weller, yeah, punches made Foster in the face. That would never happen today either. Because it made the character deserves it. Because Maid Foster is this lady that screwed them over, that messed them over, and so hey, you made it, being Two Face. How does it feel? And then Peter Weller, better, a lot better. This is a 4K steelbook, Nippy. This is a 4K. I showed this earlier. It's a 4K limited edition with lobby cards and a booklet, and it's a 4K. No features, Sally, but there you go. I like the picture and stuff. I like the presentation, but it's a 4K. And this is my fan cut I put in there because I like it's the work print with some touches of my own. But yeah. Yeah, equal rights, equal fights, and equal lefts, and equal rights. No, this wasn't Kino Lorber. This was it said a Zavi exclusive, and then you look on the back, it says Universal 2023. So, but before I forget, yeah, thank you, BA. I don't want this to disappear. Yeah, there was a hard target too, starring Scott Atkins. The disc was in there, but I threw that away. I'm going to watch Mission Impossible Fallout in 4K tonight. Haven't seen it yet, but really do appreciate Tom Cruise more than I did in the past. He's like a modern day Steve McQueen. Well, I mean, other than the Scientology shit, which I still don't understand why he believes in that. Uh, Other than that, I mean, he makes a lot of good films. Edge of Tomorrow I enjoyed. Oblivion I didn't mind. Last couple Mission Impossible films I didn't mind. So yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout I thought was really good. So I agree with that. Just stay away from Scientology shit. Hello there, Alice Movie Collector. Hello there, Jackie. Guitar Man. Hello there. Uh, I've seen bits of the video game. Um, I don't know if it's does it look cheap? And Peter Weller's voice just doesn't sound right. Maybe because he's so much older, but he just doesn't sound right to me. Jury reviews, no idea what you mean. Idea what you mean. What the fuck is Scientology? They believe in aliens or some alien god. It's about your reincarnation of alien spirits or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, I don't know how you do a Ninja Turtle Last Ronin game. Isn't it like a 5 issues of a comic? So what the game's going to be? What 20 minutes long? So I don't understand that. Touchstone, I'd probably rather watch Death Wish 4, to be honest. The fact that he blew with Katie Holmes is the most offensive thing of all. Well, yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what the deal is with that. What happened? I mean, I don't follow people's love lives, so. But yeah, I know he used to be with Katie Holmes. I don't know what happened. I think that was around the time he was on the Oprah Winfrey and he got on the couch and acted like an idiot and stuff. But yes, I don't know anything about his Katie Holmes phase other than that. It was weird Scientologist stuff. Well, again, yeah, that's the one thing about Tom Cruise I do not like. The Crow, I like The Crow. But thank you, B. Again, I really appreciate the super chats, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Some love for Death Wish 4 in the chat. That's pretty cool. My favorite is Death Wish 3, though. That's my favorite. Well, yeah, I know. I have a place I shop online where the guy's in Kansas. He gets overseas stuff, and in August, that Bloodsport 4K he'll have. So maybe I'll pick up a copy from him. We'll see. But yeah, The Crow I do like. Death Wish 3 is my favorite in the franchise. Love Death Wish 3. The Town, I like The Town. Town Cruise when Dave Chappelle on that couch. Motionless Zombie, I mean, cool, but I'll if it's there just for nostalgia, hey, remember this? okay, but I want to see if it's actually a good movie and a good trailer and all that jazz with Deadpool 3. Yeah, a lot of love for Death Wish 3, as deserved. Death Wish 3 for the win. And love Death Wish 3. Travolta's leaving Scientology because he's bi. Good for him. Good for him. Should have left a long time ago. Pinocchio's Revenge, not really a fan of the movie. I know Kevin Esteni directed it. Yeah, Silver Wings. I'm surprised you don't. You probably do have a Wildy Mat. I'm surprised you don't have a Wildy Magnum, unless you do. If do, I gotta go see that video. If not, I'm surprised you don't have one yet. It's the Wildy Magnum. Did you master Tassu? I don't know what I mean. Did I master him? You think he's my slave? I don't have. I don't have that. My only problem with Death Wish 4 is the ending because he gets the girl killed. And it's like, I warned you, and he keeps walking, and then the guy shoots the girl. So he fails at the end. He blows up the guy, but he fails at the end of the film because the guy keeps warning him, you come close, I'll shoot. And then he doesn't listen, and then he shoots the girl. So Paul Kersey lost. He blows up the back, but he lost. That's my only issue with the ending. Like, it makes Paul Kersey look like an idiot. He didn't listen, and he got the girl killed. But with that said, I do like the movie. Just kind of fun with the ending. I don't remember the Look Who's Talking series. I haven't seen those in 20 years. Favorite bad guy movie starring a good guy after? I don't know. 11th Hour, never seen it. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, never saw it. Usually the studio mandate would be to have a happy ending. I don't see them saying that it could not have a happy ending. I don't see that being a studio mandate. Because studios prefer a happy ending more so than not. I know nothing about Oppenheimer. Did not even see a trailer. In Too Deep, never seen. Like Dr. Doodles. Dr. Doodles is a fun movie. Death Wish 5, I'm not as big on it as other people are. He does kill a guy with like a remote control plane or something like that. Something like that, remote control. So there's that. I prefer the Conjuring films over Insidious. Matt Hardy was talking shit about Cornette fans. Brian Less responded to him. Expect to see a Matt Hardy burial video. I look forward to that. I would love to see that. Are you doing a review? I've got no request for it. Yeah, remote control soccer ball. That's what it was. That's what it was. The remote control soccer ball. How could I forget? Fat man and little boy. What does that start seeing Seagal? No, I didn't see that. White Sky movie. I don't know what that is. I thought you typed white guy movie. I'm like, what? Favorite Paul Newman movie? I don't know if I have a favorite Paul Newman film. He's before my time. My favorite is Death Wish 3, then probably 3, 4, 2, 1. I prefer the 1993 Mario Brothers film. It was more creative. I do like the Deadpool. I think that's a good, solid. It's one of my favorite Dirty Harry films. Didn't see Slapshot. Hey, Remake Station. Hope you're doing well. Is Death Wish 3, is it the best villain in the franchise? Yeah, I mean, Michael Parks is a good in Death Wish 5, but yeah, I would say the villain Death Wish 3 is the best villain in the franchise. Sure, I would say that. Death Wish 3. Night Terrorist is a piece of shit film, yes. Touchstone, I guess Tron Legacy. Hey, Jesse. Yeah, I like Death War. Death War's a fun one. I don't pay, I don't punk. 10 to Midnight, I like. Hey, Ricky Thomas. Brute Baker never saw. But hey, Ricky Thomas, how are you doing? Safe with Jason Statham. I don't mind it, although the ending was anticlimactic. Strangeland, I think I reviewed that film and I don't remember much about it. That's fine. The Flash, I know The Flash sucks. I reviewed it. $3,000 for Wildy Manum. Oh shit. What is reasonable? You say reasonable donation. What would reasonable entail? I've heard of Haunted Tom Man. I've never seen it though. My favorite Eastwood films are the Dirty Harry films, Heartbreak Ridge, The Rookie, Every Which Way But Loose. Never saw Alien Hunter with James Spader. Also, you were let down by John Wick 4. It seems like more and more people are let down by John Wick 4. So I guess I'm not the only one. I like Alien Nation with James Caan. James Caan hated the film, but I liked the movie. Then watched the TV show. Rampage, I saw a long time ago with Michael Bean. Play Misty for me, I don't mind. Yes, ND5 is worse than Death Wish or Die Hard 5. General, no. The movie's like 3 hours long, plus the review and stuff. No thanks, man. Nah, no thanks. Thank you though. The movie's like 3 hours long, and I already know James Bond dies, and then the review of the film and all these other. It's too much of my time, man. No thanks. Not for that. No, thank you, man. Speed 2 is better than Pet Sematary 2019. That's kind of two random movies to pick. Which is better, Clifford the Big Red Dog or the Glimmer Man? Yeah, I have I learned how to talk. Yeah, the Golden Child I have right here on Blu-ray. Collision Course or Paprika and Jay Leno. It is what it is. What could I tell you? Well, Smith Thomas, good for them. I don't have to. I guess. Well, Speed 2 doesn't have John Cena, so I guess I'll choose Speed 2. Sashim, I mean, it depends. Like Across the Spider-Verse, isn't that like 2.5, 3 hours long? Isn't that still in theaters, by the way, too? So how am I going to do a theater to the Is This Your Special Bush? I got Harold Kumar, go to White Castle, Jamie Kennedy. You the Tea of the Forest? Is this your special bush? I love Harold Kumar, go to White Castle. You the Tea of the Forest? Didn't see The Great Gatsby. Hey, Explorer 4, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Remake Station 5. Scenes like that bud the fuck out of me, and that seemed to be multiplied in that movie, John Wick 4. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I did not like the film. Very disappointed. Not the worst film I've seen this year, but the most disappointing film I've seen this year. Jamie Foxx's worst film, I would have to see a list of his movies. Miami Vice is up there. The Last Samurai, I didn't mind it. Dark Exorcism on Horror Central, is that a movie? So it's 2.5 hours, like every fucking movie has to be 2.5 hours long. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about Total Recall, Alex movie. But thank you. Well, Eddie Murphy decided to do more family-friendly films because those are the films becoming big hits. Nutty Professor, Doctor Doolittle, Shrek, and more. Touchstone, I'll choose Cobra. No, I'm not a sci-fi Blue Beetle. Inherent Feist never saw. What's the next big thing for Hollywood? I hope to go dead. I hope that they need to take a step back and realize to not have 300, $400 million budgets that could completely cripple them. That's what they need to do in all seriousness. Love Cuffs with Christian Slater. I would choose Dead Man on Campus over PCU. Yeah, Murphy, their filming burials got four. Kevin Bacon's the villain. Has the superhero thing cannibalized itself? Of course it has. The Flash bombed. Shazam 2 bombed. Uh, Ant-Man 3 bombed. Stop making bad, mediocre, low crap fest movies. How about that? Just do that. How about that? It's not that hard. Hire people to actually write. Yeah, Samaritan is generic. I did a review of the. Yeah, yeah, I reviewed it. I said the same thing. It's a very generic movie. Hey, Predator, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is a generic fucking film. I agree. What Joel Schumacher films do I not like? Trespass with Nicolas Cage, Batman and Robin, number 23. Take care, Damien. No, I don't think Steel Justice is a great movie. I hope Blue Beetle bombs. Nope, never met Cool Duder. It just don't watch his stuff. Barry Hills Cop 4 will suck. I mean, I will be absolutely surprised if it didn't suck. I would absolutely, and I hope to be wrong. I will say it here on camera. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong because that I win either way. If I'm right, I win. If I'm wrong, that means I got a good Bill's Cop movie again, and I still win. Why does anyone want to meet celebrities? What's the difference? They want your money, and then they don't give a shit about you, and then they won't remember you the next day. So why do you want to meet celebrities? To me, what reason do I have to meet them? Hard to Kill. I'll choose over Under Siege because Hard to Kill is more Steven Seagal. I like Under Siege, but when you watch that film, he's not in the film much. Well, I mean, The Room. What more could be said about The Room? I mean, everybody has talked incessantly about it. That's just like whatever. I get it. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, Doddy. When 50,000 people have said those lines again and again, don't you want to meet Sly and Keanu? No. What am I going to ask him about? Why? Why? If I ask Stallone a serious question like, what happened to all the violence in Cobra? Where's the footage? Do you think he would give me an answer? And what am I asked about Keanu Reeves? Why did you kill off John Wick? Why did you do these silly things in John Wick 4? What am I going to ask him other than that? I didn't say they were good. I said I have no reason to meet them. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Don't Mind Is My Name was a good idea and actually decently written. It was a good fit for Eddie Murphy. It was a good fit for him and his acting. No, I'm not nervous. I would just be honest and they'd be pissed at me and I would go, I don't give a fuck because we're never going to meet again anyway. That's why I could never interview anyone. Because if I did, I'd be blunt and honest and they'd be pissed. I'd be, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here then. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I don't know you. You don't live near me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's the thing. I don't give a fuck. No, Keanu agreed with the director on that ending, Touchstone. They both agreed on the ending. How you make what believable? Thanks for spoiling John Wick 4. It's only been out for this much time. I don't give a shit about meeting people. That's the thing. I don't care. I never said he was a bad guy. I said I don't give a shit about meeting people. I never said he was a bad guy. When did I say he was a bad guy? I said I don't give a shit about meeting celebrities. Just why do I care? Stop idolizing celebrities. Because to be honest, a lot of them don't give a shit about you. I'm sorry to be the blunt instrument in that. Most of these celebrities do not give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about your money. And they may be nice guys, but they're not going to remember you the next day or next week. They don't give a shit. Sorry. Yeah, I know Nippy. I'm just saying, like, I don't. I'm just saying, I don't care about beating famous people. I never did. I never will. I just don't give a shit. So that people are asking, why would you never want to meet him? Just why? Why do I care? I reviewed Love in a 45 Cinemurdrum. That's cool. You guys meet anybody you want. That's cool. I just don't care. Don't care. Okay, fine. I'll give you one. I'll meet Danny Glover to ask him about Predator 2. Let's sit down. Let's do an interview on Predator 2. There you go. There's my answer. I'll meet Danny Glover and let's talk about Predator 2. No, why would I meet Stallone? I've heard he's an asshole. I like the guy as an actor, but I've heard from people he's an asshole. So why would I want to meet Stallone? I like the guy as an actor. I love his movies. He's my favorite action star. But again, I've heard that he's an asshole. So why would I want to meet Stallone? So I don't know who the hell Mia Khalifa is. So I'd be like, who are you? So that's just the bit with me. A movie you liked as a kid but now don't. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. No, Danny Glover would not remember the NC-17 cut. He wouldn't remember anything about that stuff. Actors don't really remember about stuff like that. Never heard of the movie Censor. Sorry, just looking at the chat. You had a coffee with Bon Jovi one time at the airport. That's cool. Congrats on that. Yeah, I've heard Sound of Freedom. Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I believe I reviewed Freeway with Kiefer Sutherland. I believe I reviewed the film. Patriots Day didn't see. Fry House, I reviewed that movie on the channel. A lot of people have said Stallone's an asshole. A lot of people online. Plus him charging what, $100 and some to meet him at conventions. Paid with Nicolas Cage. No, I reviewed that film. I didn't care for the movie. What we do if Margot Robbie start hitting on you? I don't know. Asked her to pay me money. I don't know. Most underrated Arnold film, End of Days. In my opinion, it'd be End of Days. BoJack Horseman, never seen it. Romulus, I don't care about a new Alien film. I don't know why anyone would care about a new Alien film. There has been a good one since 1986. So, again, why do people look forward to it? I don't know. It's not my job to tell them what to do. But I don't know why anyone would want to look forward to a new Alien film in this day and age. And there has been a good one since 1986. You want to ask her out? No, because I don't know her. Sound of Thunder? Yeah, I've seen it. Rambo for Blood Part 2 is my favorite Stallone film. I go back I go back and forth between that and Cobra, but Rambo for Blood Part 2 to me is like one of the quintessential 80s action films. Alien 4 I think sucks. Thanks, Sashim. Well, Patrick, yeah, that's a good point as well. No, I don't care about me and Catherine Bigelow. Yeah, I don't care about that. Good director. I just don't care about beating celebrities. I just don't really care. Now if she's married, I don't deal with married people. She's married, and I'm not dealing with that drama. I'm not. What's that fucking guy that cheated on Sandra Bullock? Jesse James or something? I'm not Jesse James. The Rundown, my favorite film with The Rock in it. Oh, nice. Cool to hear about Lance Henriksen. Very cool. Great actor. I don't know who Arthur Morgan is. Spaceballs 2. Well, you to watch Spaceballs the cartoon. Why don't you like Point Break? Why am I supposed to like Point Break? Keanu Reeves does a bad job acting. What great action scenes are in Point Break? Just ask you, what great action scenes are in Point Break for an action film? Nippy, yeah, I don't trust either one, but I do like their movies. Most overrated action movie? You'd have to give me a list. Favorite Rutger Hauer film? It's between Split Second and The Hitcher. No Man's Land, it was all right. Gary Blow, I don't know who they are. Yeah, I like that movie, Aberration. But yeah, Sally. It was released on DVD overseas. It's probably out of print now. I'm not really into shift stick cars. That's just I have that my preferred choice. I believe I reviewed Aberration years and years ago, Alex. Favorite Twilight Zone? I don't really have a favorite Twilight Zone. Yeah, I didn't see the remake of Point Break, so you're asking the wrong guy for about that. The house raid? I don't remember the house raid. The robbery? I saw that done better in Heat, but I'd just rather watch Heat. That's the thing. If you like Point Break, that's fine. I'd rather watch Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. That's just me. Hey, McAllister, hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I've seen Get Away with Ethan Hawke. Strange Days, I barely remember. Raising Arizona is a fun one. Didn't see the Point Break remake. Oh, you're talking about the movie Twilight Zone. I thought you meant the TV show. Yeah, I like the John Lithgow bit. Yeah, I don't mind Blue Steel. I have some issues with it though. Priz is much better. Who's more crazy, Harry Potter or Bray Wyatt? Probably Bray Wyatt for how many times he makes up characters and they fail, and they like fire him and then come back. Vigente, how many is Velma? How many episodes is it? And how long are the episodes? Bloodsport is my favorite martial arts competition movie. Definitely Bloodsport. I reviewed *Malignant*. I love the film. I have it on Blu-ray right here, actually, right there. I love the movie. My favorite James Wan film. Uh, I haven't seen Ocean's 13 or Italian Job in forever. I remember liking both, but which is better, I don't know. American Sniper, not a fan. Plus, wasn't the real guy like a real piece of work and not how they showed it in the movie? Well, Vicente, I mean, I don't know. I would be a smartass and give like an overpriced price. I would be a smartass. $100. There you go. There's my smartass price. My favorite war film. I guess you mean like serious war film. I mean, I like Hamburger Hill. That's up there that no one really talks about. Nowhere to Run, I don't mind. It's okay. Not a lot of action though. Alex, I would choose Deep Space. Babylon AD is just fucking boring. Favorite war comedy? I don't know. Stripes? Maybe. I don't know. It's not really a war though. It's military. Munich didn't see. Sudden Death? I don't mind it. Except for the obvious Van Damme fight doubles because he was on drugs. That Metal Gear Solid movie's been thought of to be made for like 5 years and it's gone nowhere. So I think that's not getting made. I do like the Super. That's a fun Joe Pesci film. I have the DVD over there. Well, I haven't seen Sound of Freedom, so I can't say anything about it. Yeah, I like Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, I liked it more. I would say that. Heartbreak Ridge, I would say Touchstone. I like both, but I like Heartbreak Ridge. I think Clint Eastwood's a lot of fun in that. A lot of fun. Do I read Sutter Kane every day? I love the color blue. Hamburger Hill, that's where the franchise. Yeah, along with Taco Bell. But I do sincerely like Hamburger Hill. It's got Dylan McDermott, a very very young Don Cheadle. I think it's a pretty good Vietnam War movie. Some have said that's one of the more realistic Vietnam War movies, actually. Like people who were there, they said Hamburger Hill was like one of the ones that got it more correctly. Don't know Van Damme as a person. Favorite direct-to-video Van Damme film? It's between. Hmm, I'll go with the order. I'll go with the order. Uh, Jamaral, there's like 15 movies where Seagal was dubbed. You have to be more specific. Jennifer Lopez is actually a decent actress. Megan Fox was never a good actress. People hate on Jennifer Lopez, but she was actually good in The Cell and Out of Sight and Selena. Megan Fox was never good. Mothman Prophecies, yeah, I wish it got re-released on a Blu-ray. I love Full Metal Jacket. I probably still choose Hamburger Hill. Yeah, I do like the Mothman Prophecies. Again, I wish they got re-released. Uncle Bill, I know he's not in here, but he told a story. He went to the town where that was based off of. I thought that was interesting. We talked about that in, I think, the last stream I had him on here. Oh no, the X Files, the sequel commentary. I want to believe because the movie was so fucking boring. I mentioned Mothman Prophecies, and he mentioned he went to the town, and I asked him about. So during that commentary, he actually talks about going to that town where the Mothman Prophecies was based on, and that was really cool to hear him talk about that. Titan AE easily Sashim. Touchstone, I would say Psycho 2. Clockwork Orange, I prefer other Kubrick films. The Shining, 2001, Full Metal Jacket. Well, it's not a skit. It's from an old film called Monaco Forever that I reviewed on the channel. It's a movie, but it's like 50 minutes long. So I don't know. Deadpool 3, I'll wait till a trailer to form any opinion on it. Because it's Disney and they could easily fuck it up. Easily. Yeah, The Mothman Prophecies. Again, that's a film I do enjoy. I would easily say my favorite Richard Gere film. Easily. The Shining. I would put a yeah, The Shining's my favorite Kubrick movie. Spendables 3, I guess I would watch that over Machete Kills, but that's not saying much. West Virginia. Well, yeah. Again, he's been there to that town, and that was interesting. No, I didn't see Shazam 2. I got no request for it. You went to the house they filmed Poltergeist? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Machete kills himself. Exactly. That was my review. Machete kills. Machete kills. Machete kills himself. Alex, I reviewed Pocket Ninjas. I didn't see the practice. I've heard of it, but I didn't see it. Yeah, it's one of those four trailer is garbage. I could have told you that. Cole, I'll say Daredevil 2003. I'll say that one. Yeah, they'll die when they're dead. Whatever the hell that means. I have no idea what the fuck that means. They'll die when they're dead. Are you sure? You sure they won't die when they're alive? My second favorite director after John Carpenter, John Woo. Hard Target, Broken Arrow, Hard Boiled, Bullet in the Head. Um, I actually like Paycheck. I know no one else does, but I like Paycheck. So definitely that movie. AXR, take care. Have a good night. Haven't seen you on here, but thanks for stopping by. Thank you. I don't know, Transformers movies. I mean, the writing couldn't save anybody in that. How do you wake up dead? I don't know. Usually, if you wake up, then you're not dead. Unless you're a zombie. Expended zombies. There you go. Well, a couple people like Paycheck. That's cool. Yeah, I like Paycheck. I always liked the movie. I like the story. I like the concept of what all these items are going to be used throughout the movie. And for a PG-13 film, I thought it had some good action scenes. It's not top John Woo, but still fun movie. Yeah, Josh Duhamel, you could say, did the best of everybody in those movies, to be honest. Those Transformer films, Josh Duhamel did the best. Yeah, I reviewed Missing. I liked it, but the ending was kind of lousy. I liked Missing, but the ending was pretty, I don't know, ridiculous. I'm trying to remember what happened at the ending because it's like, wait, that's what's going on, and it's that really. Take the remake station. Hey, Perry fan. Yeah, I just showed again. Perry fan. This is the steelbook of Hard Target, limited to I guess 304. I like the gloss on the front there, and there's the back. And then with it, you get lobby cards like what's a good one to see to show? There you go. What we used to have back in the day, breaking arms instead of just all superhero stuff. This is what we had in action films back in the day. You break someone's arm, and then you got the a book, which you got production notes as well as a lot of pictures as well, but a lot of production notes. Hit your guy off a fucking motorcycle, exactly. You got a poster and there's the steelbook. 4K aside from the fingerprints. There you go. And aside from the damn fingerprints, so yeah, there's the right there. It's nice that the words are sticking out. And I put my fan cut in there because that's the version I watch anyway, but this is the 4K. That used to be Hard Target 2 with Scott Atkins, but I threw it out. fuck, fuck Hard Target 2. The problem with this is there's no features, no work print, no interviews. So Kino Lorber is better if you want the features, but this is the better presentation. I bought this for $60, which is a lot of money, but it was free shipping. I bought it from a guy, Atomic Movie Store. He's a really nice guy, and it arrived in 2 days. And it was free shipping. $60. That's it. No taxes or anything. Just boom. It's a lot of money for me. I rarely do this stuff, and but that's why this is literally one of my favorite films of all time. One of my top three favorite films of all time. So I never spend money on stuff. So if I don't splurge, there'll be this. I did limited to 2000. Whatever. Fuck it. Why not? I'm a big fan of the movie. Uh, no, the guy shipped it well. It's a again, it's a low. I say local. He's in Kansas. Atomic Movie Store. I emailed. He responded back. He put it in great packaging, and yeah, it's a guy. He's in Kansas, but he gets stuff overseas, and then he sells it to people here. And yeah, no dents, nothing. He shipped it out perfectly. It was very well packaged. He didn't charge extra for shipping, and it came in like 2 days from like Kansas to here. So I love Broken Arrow. Yes, that's one of my favorite John Travolta performances. How are you doing, movie reviewer next door? Yes, I love that movie. It's easily, it probably is my favorite John Travolta performance. Yeah, Hard Target is my number one favorite film, along with Aliens and Rambo First Blood Part Two. Like if they did this for Aliens or Rambo 2, then I'd probably do it as well. Because again, for my favorite of favorites, I would do it, but not for every fucking film. Then I didn't see the '70s Getaway. I saw the remake though with Alec Baldwin. I know he did not shoot anyone on set, at least as far as I know. Broken Arrow, I will choose. I like it more than Face Off. I wish you good luck with review next door for that. Sorry that's going through that, but wish you the best in that. Hottest Van Damme love interest? Uh, I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. Hmm. Now I'm sure that all the films he's been in. Uh, Mia Sarah's really good in Time Cop. I'll go with Mia Sarah. Greatest Van Damme ass shot? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that. If you do, be my guest. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Face Off, to be honest. I love Broken Arrow. I love Hard Target, but I'm not a fan of Face Off. I don't know how many movies I own. Maximum Risk is with Natasha Henstridge. Maximum Risk. Underrated film. I liked it. From Ringo Lamb from 96 or so. Take care, General. Henderson and Vasu are great in Hard Target. They're a great duo. They helped that film very well. Back to the day when you had really good villains, which they rarely have nowadays. Even action films I like nowadays, they don't really have great villains, which is sad. Back in the day, you had Alan Rickman in Die Hard, you had John Lithgow in Cliffhanger, you had Powers Booth even in Sudden Death, you had Lance Henriksen in Hard Target, and Stone Cold. So, just how it is. Face Off, yeah, it is the most popular American John Woo film. Yes, yes, it is. It was the most successful. Maybe Mission Possible too, but more people remember Face Off. Yeah, I've seen enough with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, it's there. So. Yeah, Stallone was a villain in Death Race 2000 and Spy Kids 3D. But don't watch Spy Kids 3D. Watch Death Race 2000 as Machine Gun Joe. He's having a lot of fun in that. Go watch with David Carradine. Go watch Death Race 2000. Don't watch Spy Kids 3. Trust me. Hard target style game? Not that I know of. Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, you said that, Perry fan. It's weird that you say that. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? So yeah, it's we got the laser disc. We got the VHS tape. We got the Tino Lorber. And we got the steelbook that also has my fan cut. So someone actually sent me this long ago because they knew I was a fan of the film, and I kept it because it was a nice gift. So I agree with that. Easily one of the year's best films, Van Damme's best movie to date. So yes, that is someone sent me this. This is Danny Glover from Predator 2. Uh, got that. I've had that up for like the longest time. Yep. Someone sent me that, and it actually looks like Danny Glover from Predator 2. And even has his gun. But it's hard to keep it on there, so I just put it on the ground. But well, technically, I have a DVD. So here you go. So technically, the DVD, the Chino Lorber, the Steelbook with the 4K and my fan cut, the VHS tape, and the Laserdisc. So there you go. The whole shebang right there. Well, in the Laserdisc, but I don't want to pull that out. But there you go. Sure, Drew reviews. That'd be cool. I would take it. You know what I would love to get? I'd love to get one of these, like the Danny Glover one, but it looks like Van Damme and Hard Target with the shotgun. Like if I could find one of these, but I'm sure it'd have to be a custom, and it'd probably cost like a fortune. And I don't want to pay that. I'm cheap enough. I don't need it that badly. But like again, one of these with Van Damme and with the shotgun from the movie. Uh, but again, I'm not paying an arm and a leg for that. I don't need it that badly. So, like, this is enough. Nah, I didn't see Capone. Will you play Uncharted 3 and 4 if it's a paid request? Well, why would they pay? Why would they put hated reviews on the back of DVDs? The whole point is they want you to buy it. Yes, someone sent me. This was a Dark Metal Spider sent me this blob laser disc. Very nice gift. That's thanks to Dark Metal Spider. So yes, that is a blob laser disc. Still inside the thing here, which I'm not taking out because I don't have a laser disc player. But I like the look of it. I like the look of these. I mean, it is pretty much a movie version of a record. That's what it is. But no, I don't have a laserdisc player. That's why I'm like, okay, but I'll take it because it just looks cool aesthetically. cool to have this in your hand. It's big enough. It's something physical. It's part of history, part of physical history, where they're trying to dwindle more and more. Uh, well, I like Mark Dacascos, but as for her, yeah, I don't like her in John Wick 3. Yeah, the girl. Sure. No, I don't own a VCR. Well, really, the only laser discs I have are Leviathan, Hard Target, and the Blob. Those are the only three laser discs I have. Those are the only three I have, and those are gifts. I don't go out and buy them because I don't even have a laser disc player. So what's the point of me buying them? But I don't know. Yeah, oh well. Okay. So what was your thought? What are people's thoughts on laser disc? I would assume annoying because you have to flip the disc in the middle of the movie because half the movie's on one side and the other half's on the other. I don't know. Maybe people have different opinions on it. Do you miss 80s slasher films? Well, technically, people say they're back with films like Terrifier 1 and 2 and such. Red Brown, yeah, I like Strike Commando. Robo War is funny. A sincerely good movie with him is Uncommon Valor. Yeah, pretty awesome artwork. I agree. Your mom had Scanners Laserdisc. That's pretty cool. Video store I used to go to was awesome. They did 3 movies for $3 special. That is a pretty good deal. Um, Director's cut is a few minutes longer and it adds some violence back in. That's also known as the international cut. So that's the better. And in fact, if you buy the film on Blu-ray, that's the only cut on there. They don't tell you that, but if you buy Hard Target on Blu-ray, let alone 4K, it is the longer cut, not the theatrical cut, which honestly is the better cut. But again, I prefer the work print, or actually, I prefer my fan cut. My fan cut is the work print, and then I add in the additional ending that was in the theatrical cut. No, I did. I said no to Terrifier 2 because it's 2.5 hours long. I'm like, that's too long of a fucking movie for me to watch, especially for a slasher film. Plus, I don't. I would be biased against that movie because my friend Michael Keane reviewed that film. He used two still pictures and got struck on his account for it. And after that, I said, "Fuck that movie." Jackson American Dream. Never heard of it. Thank you, Tabitha. Drop a like. Well, I guess if people want. I don't really do that. I don't really tell people like it, like the video, because I'm like, they don't do it whether or not I say it. If I they'd be like, no, you asked, so I won't do it. Criterion DVDs and Blu-rays, it depends. I mean, I don't search out for them, but I mean, I had the Fear and Loathing Las Vegas Criterion DVD. Yeah, Hard Tart is my favorite. James Wan is easily better than Eli Roth. Made me have gas even thinking about Eli Roth. Did it again. Top 5 wrestler entrance musics. I Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, uh, Hulk Hogan, and Crush. Tarantino's better than Eli Roth. No, I don't think Pumpkin has a director's cut. At least I've never heard of it. Do they do Tony should have been in more theatrical films? Well, the films he was in bombed, so that's why he didn't get more because his films bombed. I know nothing about the James Gunn Superman. Hey, Josh Phoenix. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by, man. No, no hard target T-shirts. Nah, no hard target T-shirts. Temptations movie, never even heard of it. Take care, Drew reviews. Have a good night. Rawhead Rex, not a very good movie. Starsky and Hutch, I barely remember that movie. Phantasmagoria games, never played them. I don't know what Captain Marvel was supposed to be. All I know, it was a bad, lame, unfunny, boring movie. And yeah, it felt like a rip off of Long Kiss Goodnight. Definitely felt like a rip off of that movie. And Long Kiss Goodnight was a better movie. I like Dennis Quaid. I don't know if he's one of my favorite actors, but I like it. The next Blu-ray release you're excited for? Not much. Maybe My Demon Lover for Stream Factory. Maybe. Whenever they release Leviathan on 4K. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, what? Not really. Never played the Bioshock games. Brazy, I would say a lot. I would charge a lot. I don't know. I haven't bought a Stream Factor release in over a year, and the last one I got was Watchers 2. So I don't know. I don't buy their. I haven't bought their stuff in a long, long time because there's been nothing for me to buy, which is good for me. It saves me money. Saves me money, so I'm fine with it. Smith Thomas, I don't know. Depends on who we're talking about. I don't remember Gold Dust music. Top five word prints we wish we had. The uncut footage of Cobra, NC-17 version of Predator 2, a cleaned up version of the Cliffhanger NC-17 word print. Um, I don't know, those are the things that come to mind. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Would you rather play Army Men or Call of Duty? Honestly, I'd probably play Army Men because it seems a bit more quirky and more funny. Well, Perry Finn, I have the hard target work print, so that's the thing. I already have the film. I already have the work print. But yeah, I would say Army Men just because it'd be much more funnier, much more goofier to play as plastic Army Men shooting people. So I would say that one. The Criminal, I've never heard of the film. Oh, thank you, Frame by Frame. Thank you so much, man. What is the biggest problem with modern day movies? How many hours do you have? They are, let's see, modern day movies are PC, agenda driven, poorly written. They hire writers who do not have much life experience. The only life experience they have is behind Twitter and Facebook. Uh, People that don't have common sense are working on movies. They do not know about the common working man and woman. They don't care and know about the blue collar people. They don't know what the majority of America is thinking and what their rationale is. All they know is what's in California or maybe New York, and that's it. It's too many superhero films, too many monotonous, uh, generic films. Even on Netflix, there's some I like, but there's a lot that are just very generic and forgettable. And there's not much with vision, creativity, momentum, energy, or Again, flat out creativity. Too many superhero films, too many reboots, too much nostalgia masturbation, too many sequels, and too many deconstructions of characters because they think this is what people want. No, this is what actors want because they think it'll be, quote, better for their acting to play a broken down piece of shit, but the audience doesn't want to see that because they're tired of seeing their heroes old, feeble, senile, unadulterated dipshits who die or close to die or get punched in the face to not die. And then some. Do you think the kind of writing comes from a sense of ego? Yes, ego and stupidity. There's a bunch of ego and stupidity where Kathleen Kennedy is the perfect example. You take Kathleen Kennedy, you if you listen to the market, if you listen to the market research, if you listen to your audience, they tell you we do not like how you're treating these characters. We do not like how you're treating these franchises. We do not like how you're treating people from the past. We do not like how you treated Luke and Han Solo. But did they listen to the people? No. Did they listen to the public? No. Did they listen to the finances? No. Instead, what they did is did the almost the exact same thing with Indiana Jones 5. And what did it result? What is now possibly one of the biggest box office bombs in film history. So Ito, absolutely. Look at James Mangold, the director. He's having Twitter feuds, calling people haters, defending his film. Instead of listening to what people are saying, we thought the film was boring, we thought the film was too long, we thought the film was poorly paced, we thought the film had bad CGI, over reliance of CGI. It was ridiculous to have an 80-year-old voice come out of a 30-year-old guy in the first 20 minutes. Are you de-aging? You didn't think it'd be weird for us to hear an 80-year-old guy's voice come out of it? Uh, you don't think it was weird that your villain got hit by a train, a sign on top of a train? He's on top of a speeding train. He got hit by a metal sign, and he did not even have a scar on his face. You don't think that was weird? You don't think that was strange? You don't think that would raise questions? Why do you think we should like a goddaughter that the first time she meets Indiana Jones, she locks him in the library, leaves him to die, and yet we're supposed to like this character? Can you explain why we're supposed to like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, a character that left the hero Indiana Jones to die and locked an 81-year-old guy who could barely move in a library? Why are we supposed to like the person? Please explain. Yeah, James Mangold, you think you know so much. Please explain it to me. I'm all ears. As Dolph Lundgren would say, do you hear me? I got my necklace of ears. I'm listening. I'm hearing no answer because he's got no answer. That's why he has to go find things to bitch about on Twitter. Instead of taking it like a man, he's taking it like a chump, just like Kevin Smith usually does in the past 10 years. Just like Catholic Kennedy, even Steven Spielberg. It's not as bad as people have to be. People are haters. No, people think it sucks. And they're telling you it sucks. They told you it sucks. Sorry, hate to be the bearer of bad news. But that's just me, though. That's just me. Then, I mean, obviously not because it's performing so badly that a low budget film like Sound of Freedom with Jim Caviezel beat it at the box office. Same with Insidious 5, a fifth Insidious film. That would be like a Friday the 13th Part 5 beating Indiana Jones in theaters. You're supposed to like her. Well, Sigourney Weaver has a vagina in Aliens, but I like her because she's a well developed character. Linda Hamilton has a vajayjay and Terminator 2. This is an HP laptop computer, but it's pretty old. But it's still going. It's been through a lot, but it's still going. But it's an HP laptop. Well, the fans aren't really giving it much high praise though either. So you don't have a lot of return ticket sales where people are going to see it two, three, four times. So there you go. But it is what it is. No, I've not seen the trailer to Napoleon, but I'm not really Scott. I do agree is a bit overrated of a director. Well, I'm sorry, it's not better than Crystal Skull. I have no idea what movie they saw. To each their own. And most people I talk to say it's the worst Indiana Jones film. So I guess we're looking at different groups. No, I didn't see Yours, Mine, and Ours. Not my kind of movie. Five people wrote the script to Indiana Jones 5. What's Harrison Ford going to say? The movie just came out. Is he going to say, yeah, it's the second week. I'm just going to say the movie sucks. And even though my job is to promote the film that cost $300 million or 400 million, depending on who you talk to, what else is he going to say? I don't know. What the hell of Destiny? Let me see. Really Scott's last good film? That's a good question. Jez Butterworth, John Henry Butterworth, David Coop, and James Mangold. So I'm sorry for. But then someone told me Phoebe Waller-Bridge had input as well. Valoran, because I've seen Indiana Jones 5 and The Flash and Ant-Man 3 and Evil Dead Rise, and they sucked. Very few and far in between are new movies good. I liked the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I liked Extraction 2. I liked the new Mario Brothers movie. Are they classics? No, but I like them. But there's a lot more bad than good, and I think people in the chat would agree with that. I like Extraction 2. I like the Super Mario Brothers. I liked Missing. But I bet if you talk to this chat, they would say there's been more bad than good this year. Let's ask chat. Let me ask the chat. We have about 70 people in. Do you think there's been no more good than bad movies? Or has there been more bad than good movies? And Valoran, I know who you are. I know this is your 15th account to make. You're not fooling me, dude. Which is funny. You said you asked me to let it go when I've let it go for over a year or two, and you still want to make 15 accounts. But I get you, man. You're bored. I get you. Good luck with that. When you come back to sing a different tune, be my guest. More bad than good is what most people are saying. Well, there you go. There's been more bad than good. This is what the audience is saying. This is the audience in the chat. This is why a lot of films are bombing this year and very few are hits. If you want to stick in the clouds, be my guest, but the audience is telling you. Lauren, I'm not dumb, man. You started an account today, July 10th, 2023. I know who you are, man. Come on now. You're talking the same way as that guy. You started an account literally today. I'm not even going to be mad. It's not a big deal. Whoop-de-doo. I know you don't like me, whatever. I don't care. I truly don't. Yeah, 2023 has been a bad year for movies. And a lot of people have said it. And the box office is showing it. There you go. Last time I was really watching movies every weekend in theaters was like 13 years ago. I haven't been in theaters since December 2019. No, there's no D Rising 2. I mean, if it was a big hit, they would. The rumor I heard was he wanted them to do the island they were on was Console Island, like that one, which would have been a pretty crazy twist, but obviously Deep Rising was a flop. No, you can't blame it on that XSC. It's fatigue, is disinterest, and these films look and seem bad and are bad, in my opinion. Last time I went to the theater was Blood and Honey. Damn, you saw that movie in the theater? How was that movie? I could guess, but thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Would you think both Judge Dredd films are part of the RoboCop franchise? Uh, Dredd with Carl Urban, yes. Stallone one, no. I mean, they're not part of the universe. They're not, but Dredd, I would like to see more of. I think that's more in tone with RoboCop feel and bits of satire and action and hardcore R-ratedness. So I would say Dredd with Carl Urban, not so much the Stallone one. Well, I don't know, how did it do at the box office? Transformers. I do like Console Island. I actually do like that movie. I agree, Sloan. Hello there, Sloan, by the way. I agree. I like Console Island. Nippy, not much because there's not much around here for theaters. So I don't have much choices. Judgment Night. I don't know if it has a Blu-ray. Yeah, I did like The Martian, so I guess that would be the last really Scott film I enjoyed. I did like The Martian. But yeah, films this year, like I'm trying to think of films I actually liked this year. I liked Sick, written by Kevin Williamson. I didn't mind Dungeons and Dragons for what it was. Extraction 2, Creed 3, I liked. Extraction 2, Missing, Super Mario Brothers. Renfield, I didn't mind. I didn't mind Renfield. So there are new films I didn't mind, but you know, it's on Blu-ray Judgment Night, but there's no features. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Favorite movie trailer would be Cliffhanger, the 1993 movie. That's my favorite trailer of all time, easily, easily. My favorite trailer of all time is Cliffhanger. The music, not having any sound effects. Hey there, Alan Stanley. Yeah, I like Constant Island. Constant Island, I thought it had a lot of good action. It was kind of ballsy. Never thought there'd be a Cannibal Holocaust reference in Constant Island, so that was surprising. Um, Movie reviewer next door. I'd be open to it. Yeah, I'd be open to it. I love the classical music and Cliffhanger trailer. Yes, it's one of the reasons I love that trailer. Yeah, a lot of movies that I liked this year are just that was fine. There's nothing that made me go wow, but I'm like, it was fine. There's about probably 6 or 7 so far for me this year. Do I personally hate the actress from Pride? No, I just think she gave a bad performance. Very wooden. Ridley Scott, I prefer his brother Tony Scott as a director, to be honest. But best studio for films, Caracol. They released Rambo First Blood Part 2 and uh, in a way kind of released Cliffhanger, Terminator 2, uh, Universal Soldier. Cocaine Bear, I mean, it was so-so. The first Kingsman, yeah, I liked it. No, no Conan. I think they finally niched that idea, which is good. No, no old Conan movie. Thankfully, they've dropped that idea. Because why do you want to see an almost 80-year-old Conan? Why would anyone want to see that? Let it go. It just becomes pathetic after a while. Let's be honest. Thank you, McAllister. A sold out double feature for complete strangers, any genre, any combo. I mean, Aliens and Predator 2. I'll do that. Aliens and Predator 2. Two great sequels. Hideaway, I'm not big on. Yeah, we don't need a Team Conan movie. Exit, never heard of. Despicable Me, if I saw the first one, it was like over a decade ago. I don't remember a thing about it. Never saw the sequels. Samuel, I'll say my favorite is I'll go with Total Recall of that three. Yeah, that's what you want to see, a Commando sequel with an almost 80-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that's exactly what people want to see. French Dispatch, never heard of it. Fucking despise Mirrors too. I think it's a piece of shit. Teach their own, man. Mirrors 2 is a piece of shit. I think the first Mirrors I think is 10 times better. Just for Kiefer Sutherland's performance alone, and it's got actual gore, and as a competent director, Mirrors 2 doesn't have jack shit. Teach their own. Who cares what Arnold wants? He hasn't had a hit film since when was the last film he had that was a hit? Kinda Terminator 3? Not talking about the Expendables, I'm talking about one he starred in. No, Surviving the Game's not on Blu-ray, which is too bad because I like the film. Yeah, son, I've had 2 requests for video game playthroughs. One is Batman Arkham Knight, and one is The Bourne Conspiracy for PS3. So those two will be coming soon to the channel. I want to do Escape from Butcher Bay, Reddit, but that's if I have time. Unless someone sends a paid request for it, but the paid ones come first. Those are more important. So it was Batman Arkham Knight and XSC. Have a good night, man. No problem. Damn, we got 80 people on a Monday night, 11:13 p.m. Wow. Staying alive. Yeah, I I'm not watching Staying Alive. Well, I did watch it, sadly, but I'm not dead in the movie. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. I would like to see one more Friday the 13th film to make it Friday the 13th Part 13. I want to have him using guns. I don't think that's Jason like. Blow up Jason or lead up to Jason X. I don't need to see him using guns, but you're not getting that. You're getting a TV show. You're getting a TV show where it's a prequel from A24, where it's the camp and it's the adventures of Mrs. Voorhees and a very young Jason Voorhees as a kid, and it'll probably be more of a drama, and that's what you're getting. You're getting the TV show. You're not getting the movie. Sorry. So I get what you mean, but yeah, yeah, you're not going to see it anytime soon. No, Street Night does not have a DVD release. Never got a DVD release. And if you see some online, they're bootlegs. Will I ever play Silent Hill 2? I would like to, but the pay request come first. Unless if someone sends in a pay request for you to do it, but the pay request come first and foremost. Because it wouldn't be right for me to just dilly-dally on a game when it's like, wait a minute, I paid you to do this request. Where is it? That wouldn't be right of me to do. So the pay request come first. If I ever get free time, sure, maybe. Who's a better chin? I would say Rob Zadar. Vendor Syndrome released some Speedman films. It'd be cool. They did Billy Blaine, some Cynthia Rothrock. Someone told me Cynthia Rothrock said No Retreat, No Surrender 2 is coming. She didn't say from who, though. But if so, that's cool, because I like that film. But yeah, I wish Deadly Outbreak, Perfect Weapon. That'd be cool. Favorite Blaxploitation film, Truck Turner with Isaac Hayes. Part prequel, part reboot. Yay. Yay. Thank you, EM. I appreciate it, man. To go out on top, what movie should Arnold, Stallone, and Van Damme end their careers on? I don't know if they can do anything to go up on top, to be honest. But I guess since it's a paid request, let me answer this seriously. I mean, it's a super chat. I mean, which in a way is a request. To answer my goddamn question. Arnold. What could Arnold do? I don't know for each of these. Stallone, Hunter. There you go. For Stallone, Hunter, which is what he's been wanting to do for what? Okay, either Hunter or Isobar. Isobar, you can look at what the film was, make that one bid budget, last bid budget thrill, or Hunter, which is his version of Predator. It's based on the novel. So Hunter, which is again is a guy in this. It takes place in the snow. It's kind of like Predator. It would be like Stallone's version of Predator. So I would say Hunter. Van Damme, I will say. Ozzy, I would say dust off that Bigfoot movie he was going to do when he was the park ranger, but make it like Willy's Wonderland. Make it like there's a series of Bigfoot and just go off the wall, crazy, entertaining. I want to do 360 kits on Bigfoot faces, kick them in the face. The park ranger gets a tank. He has a shotgun, blows it up in a Bigfoot's face, and go R-rated Willy's Wonderland style. That's what I want Van Damme to do. I want to see him do a 360 hurricane kick into Bigfoot's face and blow his face off with a shotgun. And Arnold, I don't have anything for Arnold, honestly, at this point. Dear with Paul Verhoeven and do Crusade. There you go. Paul Verhoeven wanted to do Crusade. That's a story you do with an older Arnold. Do Crusade, the film that never was. So Arnold, Crusade, Stallone, Hunter, and Van Damme beating the shit out of Bigfoot like Willy's Wonderland. There you go. That's what I want to see. That's my take. Oh shit. Something wicked. I don't think I've seen you on here. Hello there, sir. How are you doing? Thank you for that. I appreciate it, man. Would you mind ranking Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man, Stone Cold, and the Last Boy Scout? No problem. After I take this drink. I love all three of them. Well, I would say I like Harley Davidson. I love the other two. So Harley Davidson would be number 3. Last Boy Scout, easily number 1. That's a film that when it was made, everybody hated each other. Bruce Willis hated Joel Silver. Tony Scott hated both Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans hated each other. And yet they worked together with this crazy script where you have Bruce Willis and his wife, ex-wife, and she's like, I want you to spit in my face. You know, I want you to call me a bitch. Bruce Willis saying some of the best lines in his career. Oh, what happened? You slipped and your dick fell on my wife? I guess just isn't my week. I dropped my glass of piss, my bottle of piss. He worked well with Damon Wayans, and the beginning with Billy Blanks, Mr. Tybalt himself. He's playing football. He stops, ain't life a bitch, shoots himself in the head. What a way to open up a film. It's a 90s movie, but has an 80s feel to it. Tony Scott did a great job on the style of direction. Damon Wayans is funny. Bruce Willis is at his Bruce Willis type of best self. Halle Berry is half-ass naked. The action is bloody in terms of blood squibs. Bruce Willis, again, has some really funny lines in that. Definitely The Last Boy Scout, number 1. Number 2, Stone Cold. Brian Bosworth's actually halfway decent. He's a football player, but he was actually decent. And Lance Henriksen is great as the villain. I love the action scenes in the third act, especially the motorcycle flying off and hitting the helicopter, all being done practical in camera. It's a damn good sequence. Stone Cold is great. I just got the Blu-ray right here from Kino Lorber. I haven't watched the features yet. And Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man, I don't mind. Mickey Rourke is okay, but you could tell he doesn't really want to do the film. Like, he's okay, but Don Johnson's having more fun with the role. The action scenes are serviceable. Like, I don't mind the movie, but it's not a favorite of mine. So The Last Boy Scout's number 1 easily. Old St. Claus is out there. I also love his motivation. You're gonna lose. Smile, you fuck. Perry fan, I haven't watched the Blu-ray yet. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, Last Boy Scout number 1, Stone Cold number 2, and Harley Davidson would be number 3. I don't mind the film, but the first two, I think, the other two, I think, are much better. But thank you, Something Wicked. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? How's it going? OCP. Yeah, Cold in July I like more than Harley Davidson Marlboro Man. I agree. Nope, haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Didn't get a request for it. I don't mind One Man's Justice. It's not as good as Stone Cold, but it's still one of the few good Brian Bosworth movies. But Stone Cold is better. Yeah, and then Daniel Harris is in The Last Boy Scout, who was in Halloween 4. Aliens, Clone Marines. I only played 5 minutes of it and gave up. Just didn't care. Just bad. Just first impression was very mediocre. Nightmare Alley, didn't see it. Have no opinion, didn't see it. Wrong for actors to charge for autographs. People pay for them. I mean, if people stop paying for them, then I mean they don't have a gun to the head. Bros Skull Challenge, never saw it. Brian Bosworth, I mean, the theatrical he was in is big roles in films like The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. But I don't think any of the films he starred in went in theaters. Just stuff like in like he was in a small part in Longest Yard. Yeah, I remember liking 6 Days, 7 Nights. Trading cards, I had a few back in the day, but not enough to actually be a collection. Also had a few comic books. Back in the day, I would collect some Ninja Turtle comic books, maybe a bit of Spider Man, but not much. It was mainly movies. When I meet Cynthia Rothrock, I don't really care about meeting celebrities. I really don't. I like I said before. Take care, Nippy. Thank you for coming by. Would you do the female gremlin for Gremlins too? No. Why would I do that? If you're that desperate, pay for a hooker. If you're that desperate, if you're that desperate to get the female gremlin, just pay for a hooker. Didn't that movie take place in New York? I think you can find some hookers if you're that desperate. Pokemon never played Pokemon. Stone Cold is better than Steve Austin's movies. I don't really have guilty pleasures. I like what I like and I don't what I don't. The Offense, never heard of it. You wouldn't hit that? No, why would you? I mean, I'm just asking why. No. No, I didn't see No Time to Die. I have no interest. It's like 3 hours long and James Bond dies. Why would I see it? Well, Premiere, they have a picture of that on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. Um, yeah, the Stone Cold. You could change the cover too. You mean this one? Yeah, if you change the color, it's this. So I actually like this cover. I think it's a cool cover. Audio commentary with some historians, interview with Brian Bosworth, interview with Lance Henriksen, interview with the actress Arabella Holtzberg, interview with actor Sam McMurray, trailers, TV spots. So Stone Cold. So yeah, there's features. I haven't seen this yet, so I can't tell you anything about it. Haven't had time. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. How would you rank? Okay, The Mummy with Brendan Fraser's the best. Then The Mummy Returns. Then I guess The Mummy 3, because I'm not a fan of the 1932 Mummy. And The Mummy 2017 is the worst. It rips off an American Wolf in London. It's one of Tom Cruise's worst movies. It's bad CGI written, terrible action sequences. No, this is in America. This is Tino Lorber. This is an import. But thank you, Bobby. No, this is Tino Lorber. They just released this year. Oh, maybe he's not talking to me now that I think about it. But this is Stone Cold, and then this is it's a reversible cover. You can reverse it. So you see the other cover, you can reverse it to this. And this just came out this year. Well, also, I think people didn't know who the fuck Brian Bosworth was. I mean, yeah, he was a football player, but that doesn't mean people's like, I'm going to see a movie with a football player starring in it. I mean, people who liked him as a football player probably didn't give a shit about of seeing him as an action star. And then other people like who didn't follow football are like, who the fuck is Brian Bosworth? So, but this is a good movie. Very good film. Is Mike still in here? Amazon or eBay? Honestly, I get my stuff in Amazon. I trust them more. Yeah, I like Stone Cold. I'm talking about back in the day when it came out. Not talking about today, Smith Thomas. I'm talking about back in the day when it came out. It didn't do well because people didn't know who he was. Who's Brian Bosworth? Who's interviewed? Yeah, Brian Bosworth is interviewed. Lance Henriksen is interviewed. One of the actresses, one of the other actors. I think the guy who plays Brian Bosworth's partner, Sam McMurray, trails in TV spots. Yeah, this time it's for real, asshole. Exactly. Lance Henriksen's great in it. Do people know who he is now? Only people that found him on VHS, which is where this film got its popularity by VHS tape. So it has a cult following, and that's the people who enjoy it, the cult following, who watched this on VHS tape and saw it multiple times throughout the decades it's been out. But that wasn't the case when the film came out in theaters. Just people were like, well, I'm going to take a chance watching a football player that I don't know. Say with Take Your Beverly Hills. Ken Wall, well, he was a football player, but he was playing a football player, but it didn't get much of a release. And then also people like, who the hell is Ken Wall? He's on Wise Guy, the TV show. Yeah, but if you didn't watch the show, people like, I'm not going to see this movie. But that's a fun action movie as well. But yeah, I guess I'll end it here. It's been about 2.5 hours. Live, I mean, 70 to 80 people throughout the evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know when the next stream will be, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thank you to the people who send in super chats. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. We will see you guys later. And yeah, I'll just be uploading more requests from day by day. So again, thank you guys for stopping by. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Ciao for now.